I'm back here today, bringing you more vinyl. From another hiatus, pretty much. First one we got, Exodus. Hold on. Alright, that's better. Exodus, Bonded by Blood. If you know me, this is probably one of my favorite albums of all time. This album is just the perfect thrash album. It's my favorite thrash album, blah, 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 blah. If you know me, I love this album to pieces. This is a High Rollers reissue. High Roller Records reissue of this, and it's sick. I love it. It comes on a printed inner sleeve, which comes with a collage, and then the lyrics pressed on this blue with a little bit of red splatter added into there. Pretty cool. Goes good with the album art, but if you're into thrash metal, Exodus should sound very familiar. And if not, then I question your mental capabilities and capacity. But I'm not going to get into it. You should know this album. You should be familiar with this album. It's a classic. So Exodus, Bonded by Blood, gnarly stuff. If for some reason you haven't, just check out the whole album. Do yourself a favor, check out the whole album because it's awesome. Next up is another, it's a new one that came in actually, Exhumed Slaughter Cult. Ooh, boy. Oh, man. I'm so happy to have this, dude. I've been wanting something from Exhumed on record for a while, and this is perfect. This is a headbang. If you're on Insta or something, you've probably seen this record everywhere. This is a God damn, I can't speak. A Hell's Headbangers reissue of this Slaughter Cult, and it's wicked. Tracks like Forged in Fire, Forged in Flame, This Axe Was Made to Grind, Carnal Epitaph, Dinner Time in the Morgue, Slave to the Casket, Slaughter Cult, Funeral Fuck, Vacant Grave. This is just gnarly stuff. And they got some re-recorded tracks in here, which is cool. So they got the front. Hell's Headbangers did a really good job on this repress. You got the back. It is a gatefold where you got the lyrics and such. Talking about gore and all that lovely stuff. First record is pressed on this translucent orange with some red and I guess white splatter. It's pretty gnar. I dig it. Some cool stuff. But the other record is sick. But you have to play it a certain way or else it messes up. But the shape of this one is in the shape of a saw blade, which I thought was an awesome touch to it. I mean, look at that. It's pressed like on the same as the first record, but that. Yeah, Exhumed is pretty gnarly. If you dig like early Carcass, some Impaled, and stuff like that, I think you'll dig Exhumed. They're wicked. They're one of my favorite death metal bands. And also there's a kind of a booklet too. It's upside down with like some like linear notes and such. Then when you open it up, you got the collage, an Exhumed collage. It's pretty neat. Dig this reissue. Really dig this album. I hope they reissue Gore Metal soon because I really want to get Gore Metal on record or vinyl or however these vinyl nerds pronounce it. I don't know. I've only been collecting vinyl for like dead into it for like only a year. So, but anyway, Exhumed, Slaughter Cult, good stuff. Just fantastic stuff. Probably my second favorite album from Exhumed, behind Gore Metal. But haven't listened to them? Check them out. Next one. Really, really love this album too. This album is gnarly. G.G. Allen and the Murder Junkies. Brutality and Bloodshed for All. Awesome record. Awesome just rock and roll record. Rock and roll underground. And if you're not familiar with G.G. Allen, you need to get yourself out of that hole, dude. But I've been after this record for a while. I found it on Discogs for a decent price, and it's just an awesome record, dude. Kill thy father, rape thy mother, anal cunt, raw, brutal, rough, and bloody. I kill everything I fuck, shove that warrant up your ass, terror in America, fuck off, we murder, legalize murder. Awesome stuff. Really dig it. Got the front with that awesome artwork. Back with the members of the Murder Junkies at the time, with G.G. Allen as great at his grave, as casket during his funeral, and some notes with the track listing. It just comes pressed on this pretty heavy, solid red, somewhat semi-translucent vinyl. Pretty neat. But yeah, G.G. Allen is pretty much an icon, and especially in the punk world, so you should be familiar. If not, definitely recommend go checking out some of his stuff, because this dude's a legend, and I look up to him. He's my hero. Well, not really, but G.G. Allen is just a person that this world needs right now. And check out G.G. Allen if you haven't. That's G.G. Allen, Brutality and Bloodshed for All. Killer stuff. Ooh, dig this one. Ghoul, Splatter Thrash. Awesome record. Not my favorite from Ghoul, but it's still a badass record. I love this record. Got tracks like As Your Casket Closes, Bury the Hatchet, Mutant Mutilator, Psychoplasm, Splatter Thrash, Gut Bucket Blues, Rise Killbot Rise. Just, whole album is just awesome death thrash, pretty much. Or I don't know what you want to call them, but it's just some good old death thrash in my opinion. I love the album art for this. Got the back art. Got one of the members of Ghoul with an old school board. Dig that. And got a lyric sheet, which is kind of cool because it's like a comic in some way, how that's all like laid out. It's pretty cool. And you got the back, got the cool image right there. Really, really dig it. But this is probably one of my favorite like color variants that I own, because this was a huge surprise when I first got this. Like I said, like a year ago. It's like pressed on green with some swirl and some splatter. Like, look at that. That is just gnarly. I love that pressing. I've been still holding off getting their new album, Dungeon Bastards. I don't know why. I'd like to get that album sooner or later. Now, I'd like to get some more Ghoul in my collection, because I really, really dig Ghoul. Oh, fuck. There we go. But if you haven't checked out Ghoul, they're a pretty sick death thrash band, and you know, I recommend checking out this album. Their new album is really, really good. I dig the new album. My favorite from them is We Came for the Dead. Their debut album is my favorite, but this is also a really, really solid record. So yeah, Ghoul, Off Tank Crime Records. Check those dudes out if you have not. I have to say that every single time I show a record. Next up, my favorite industrial. My favorite industrial album, Godflesh, Street Cleaner. If I could describe this album in one word, it's just devastating. It's a devastating, like, It's a really intense album, dude. It's really, really intense, and I love it, and I'm so glad I got a copy of this. Just, I can't, it's like one of those albums I can't recommend a song off of because this whole album is just a trip. Like, you wouldn't get the full experience of this album if just listening off like one or two songs. You gotta listen to the whole thing. Yeah, this is off Earache Records. It's a repress off Earache. Got the front, back. Godflesh Street Cleaner sheet with some linear notes and no lyrics. Kind of surprised. But if you've listened to this album, not much to be told there. But let's press on this some translucent orange. Really, really cool. So yeah, if you're big into industrial, I mean Godflesh might not be familiar to some people, but definitely give them a listen, dude. Especially this album. This album is just absolutely devastating to listen to, dude. And it's one of my favorites of all time. So that's Godflesh Street Cleaner. Last but not least, Immortal, At the Heart of Winter. Probably one of my favorites from Immortal, but Diabolical Full Moon Mysticum is probably my favorite. But this is also another really awesome album. I just love listening to this album. This album is as a whole. It's kind of like with Street Cleaner. I can't recommend a song. You just have to experience the full album to really get a good opinion on it. But I just love this album, dude. It's sick. Got tracks like, probably my favorite one is probably Tragedies Blows at the Horizon. It's probably my favorite. Got the front. It's an Osmos Productions repress. So got that nice foil stamping right there. Pretty neat. Got that with the back. Gotta love Abbott, dude. You got gatefold with the lyrics. Man, it's just pressed on, just standard black. So I'm not really gonna. Oh. No, well, I guess I'll pull it out anyway. The labels are pretty much the same as a gatefold, but it's pretty neat. Yeah, Immortal is probably one of the most well-known black metal bands, so if you're into black metal, they should not, they should ring a bell. But yeah, it's Immortal, At the Heart of Winter. Just classic killer stuff. I really dig them. I'd like to get more from them. Alright, that's it for right now. Since I'm out of school, I'm going to be posting videos more often. So, yeah. Hopefully I'll shoot through my vinyl collection soon, so that'll be done out of the way and I can start doing updates again. And, you know, maybe some discussion vids, I don't know. But, anyway, it's good to be back, and I can't make any promises if I'm going to make more content, but I'll try my best to keep it up. But yep, that's it for today.